Phase Industries is a day and employment provider that is undergoing an organizational transformation. They have relinquished their 14C certificate that allowed them to pay subminimum wages and are changing their services to be focused on competitive integrated employment and community life engagement.
For us to be successful in making the shift to competitive wages and integrated competitive employment and other supports, we need the buy-in from our leadership, from board of directors to a senior leadership or management team to our point of service positions, direct support. Most importantly, the individuals we serve or will serve and their guardians, families, loved ones. But what we are learning around getting buy-in is we have to constantly be conscious of and intentional about working to gain that buy-in. And often that's information, transparency, and engagement. Change and buy-in doesn't sustain itself, so that intentionality toward it and the bandwidth needed to ensure that it's top of mind is more than I think what we anticipated. Repeating the transformational messages of the whys and a bit of the hows and whats over and over and over. Repeat the same message 7 times in 7 different ways. Before we did anything, we needed to declare what our intent was, and then through the process at each step, communicate where we were, even before coming to the full decision. And so we would generally do that in both written formats, but also small team meetings, one-on-one conversations, and probably most importantly, those informal conversations that occur so often. We need input and engagement at all levels, even when it's either negative or, for lack of a better term, resistant to the transformation we're doing. Because it's happening, we still want those voices heard. As a matter of fact, it's very important that those voices that weren't necessarily on board fully in the first place are heard. We know we're not going to make everybody super happy with the decision that we've made. And to some extent, we're okay with that. Our strategy wasn't to attain consensus. It was to get 100% of input so everybody's voices were heard, and then make the best decision based on that input. And then communicate that that's the strategy we were going to use. As we went through that process, which included, again, written communications, small group meetings, and for our entire team, as a matter of fact, having a full 8-hour off-site in-service day that focused only around the why of what we're doing based on the inputs we receive from our staff and leadership, some of the strategies and how we're doing, and really importantly, what it means for them individually.
Charisse is an employment consultant at Phase Industries. She worked with Andrew to help him find a new job.
We did some customized employment. When he was done with the customized employment, he had expressed some interests, and we took his interests and his strengths, and we just kind of dug in and tried to find some opportunities that would be successful for him. We really noticed that he was really great at helping other people, and that was kind of his passion here at Phase. And so we started looking at assisted living facilities. Ecumen is a long-term assisted living facility that Andrew got his employment opportunity at. Not only does his sister work there also, so that's a great natural support, but he was really excited about the idea about helping other people.
I'm just looking forward to really helping, getting out there, getting my feet wet out in the real world, making a difference.
We knew we needed certain champions across the organization to help elevate what we're doing. One of the best things, and it was part of our why, but is when it works, when an individual served partakes in the discovery and customized employment process and they're getting their first job, the pride and satisfaction of that by that individual, it's heartwarming. I mean, there's no other way to put it. But then other individuals served see that as well. And so what I don't think I anticipated was others saying, well, what are they doing? How can I get in on that? So that's pretty cool. So again, those champions, what I thought would be our staff, are also individuals served championing our transformation.